Okay, and we're live, so welcome everybody. And
Hey everybody.
Yeah, this is our weekly live sessions. So we're waiting for you because we need you to be able to help you. So as usual, it's not just, it's not video course and you can just consume. It's best if we can interact with you and answer your questions and help you with your marketing campaigns. So we can do some real mentoring, group and one-to-one mentoring with you. Okay, so today we'll have some Q&A. If we have some questions, then we'll talk about a new kind of funnel we are using, which is called the reverse opt-in, which is rarely used for some reasons, and we'll show you why you should be using it. And we also talk about how to create your persona, your story, and establish yourself correctly in the way you would want to appear in front of your audience. Mm. So that's the plan. Okay, so yeah, I think we can start with the reverse opt-in.
Should we start there? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so we show you the funnel and how it works and everything you need to understand about it.
Yeah. Shall I jump in and pull it up?
Yeah.
So I can share my screen here. I think let's try this one. This one. Yeah. Okay. Right. There we go. Can you see it all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right, guys. So this is what we're talking about. Really, it's a different kind of funnel. Now, as you can see, so this is the opt-in page, or rather, it's not an opt-in page. This is the front page. Actually, you can call it the front page if you like. And as you can see, there's no opt-in on it. Okay. So the idea really behind this is to provide really, really top quality content. Okay, which they would expect they'll have to pay for. Usually, that's what normally would happen for content of this quality. But they're going to get it for free, and there's no opt-in required at all. So we're not even going to ask them for their email address. Okay, so they're actually just going to go straight to this page. And they're going to go, oh, okay, that sounds good. How do I do this? Oh, I'm just going to click the Watch Now button. So they click this button just here, Watch Now, and that immediately takes them to, I don't know if you can see that in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, but it immediately redirects and takes them to the access page, okay, which is this video right here, which is the first training video. So let me just show you that page. There we go. So this is it. So this is the opt-in page. So it just says this is the email marketing formula used by the highest earning email marketers. Why? Because it works. So on the access page, what we're trying to do as well is to keep that enthusiasm going as well. I suppose a little bit like an opt-in page, because essentially this is where we start capturing their information. So first thing they do then is to watch the training video. And as you guys know, if you've watched this video, because you have this one in the 3 funnels that you've now got, this is really good quality. Now the information and the training that you've got there is easily worth $500 without a doubt, if not more. And I've seen courses that teach not as much as this for more. So this is top quality information and it's top quality training, and it really works. You know, a lot of as it says in the headline right there, the most well-earned and top earning internet marketers use this formula, if you like. So they can watch this. So it's 35 minutes long, as you can see. And then so you say to them, so now you know the formula for writing world-class profitable emails. Let's put the meat on the bones. So the reason that I've written it like that is because it kind of takes a little element from the video training itself and sort of introduces them into the copy blocks part. Now, if you've watched that video, you'll know what I'm talking about when you're using different popular phrases that are kind of more entertaining, really. So it's not dead text. This is live, living, inspirational text. So we're using that kind of stuff. And we tell them there's another 2 to go. So the copy blocks, that are going to entertain, inspire your readers. And then there's the killer call to actions that virtually guarantees they'll click your links. Now, to get that, what they then need to do is they need to opt in. So they click here, learn copy blocks, and then boom, they put their email address in. And from there, at that point, once they click the button again, they'll immediately get access to the second video, the next one, which is the copy blocks video just here. Okay, so we've now captured their email address. So we know that they're already interested because they've watched the first part of the video. And that's absolutely crucial, because now what we've done is we've qualified them. Okay, we know for a fact that they're seriously interested in what we have to say, and you know that because they've watched it and they've opted in. So this isn't kind of blind opt-ins, if you like, that you can sometimes get from solo ads and the like. You've pre-qualified them yourself. You know for a fact that they're interested, and this makes them much more responsive on your list. Okay, so they immediately get access to this one. They go through the video again, so it's another 21 minutes there. So we're now sort of close to an hour of training, and then we talk about the final critical part. Okay, and again, we put a button in here, this one, watch the killer calls to action button, and from there what they do is they go through to the last page, or the next one, which is the killer call to action video. Okay, and then what we're talking about on this last page just here is saying, well done, congratulations, now you're an email copywriting expert. And on every single one of the pages, what we've done, when we scroll down, is we are exposing them to our affiliate links. Okay, so this one is Conversion Funnels Pro, and this one is iMarketers. Not iMarketers, sorry, iMasterclass. So essentially, what we're doing is on every single page, we've got on this one, come back a page, we've got it here as well. And then on the first access page, we've got it here as well. We're giving them and exposing them all the time to an opportunity to join us and for us to make more money. And we know they're going to be already interested, because this content and these products are relevant to the content that they've consumed, but also we know they're already really interested. So it's going to make things much easier. So that's the thinking behind this funnel. This is the sort of thing that is going to make such a difference. And I suppose if you're paying for traffic, it's going to make it a lot more profitable, I believe, because people are already coming to your page, they're watching the first part of the training, and they're invested in what you have to say. So I think it will work really well. So that's the funnel. Yeah, I'll be interested in some feedback for that, but that's the funnel.
Yeah, that's really great. And there are a lot of reasons why you would want to use that kind of funnel. Let's say the big idea is to be able to provide a lot of value to your visitors without at first. Okay, so you don't ask for a lot of commitments on your visitors' end, because all they have to do is just click. But all you ask them is to watch a course and consume your content. So you're providing a lot of value, and all they had to do to get access to this free value is just to click a button or two if they come from an email, or if they come from a YouTube video or a Google ad. So they click the ad and then they get to your page. And all they have to do is just click the call to action to watch the video. And so when you start giving away that kind of content, it should be high value content. Then chances are you will most likely get more qualified leads, because then when someone will want to go further and watch video 2 and 3, he will have to opt in, and he will be really interested. You could not do that on an opt-in page and ask for really cold traffic to watch like 35 minutes videos. And that's why you first need a small commitment to see if people are interested. And when they are interested, you just provide the content right away. And so it's really targeted. So it's like if your opt-in page is an extended version of your ad.
Yeah.
If you're driving email solo ad, then maybe the solo ad is not explaining a lot what they have access to. So this way, it's like an extended version of your solo ad. The opt-in page tells them exactly what they would get in a more visual way, and then they can really consume the content without any risk, because opting in is always a risk for someone. They are trading an email address against content, so they won't even have to do that. And as Paul said, they would be exposed to all your affiliate links. But the psychology behind is you give first and you receive then. Instead of asking for something like an email, you just provide value, and psychologically it lowers the defense from your visitors. They will be more relaxed and consume your content, and then more likely to just take action, get a bit more involved, and with a higher commitment, like entering an email address to access the rest of the content. So yeah, that's the main benefit. I would say you have some side benefits, which is if you want to quickly test a traffic source, then you can just track people going from your reverse opt-in front page to your access page or thank you page. And this way, you know, if you get just people to click, because that's the smallest step you want them to take. It's just to click a link. If they can't click a link, chances are they won't want to opt in and give you an email address. So if let's say you expect your opt-in rate to be 25-30%, if you get just like a 10-20% click-through rate on that kind of page, it means the traffic is not good, because you should get at least double what the opt-in conversion rate would be. So you should get like 50-60% click-through rate on that kind of page. And so this way you can quickly tell if a traffic source is okay, or if you need to update things. You could also quickly update or tweak your headline, your copy, to optimize the conversion rate, which in that case it's just a click. But it basically will collect a lot of data quite quickly, and you will also see if people consume your content, because then you can track how many opt-in you get, and the real opt-in rate from page 2 of the funnel to page 3. And so that's the second benefit. And of course, the third benefit is you get you will get less leads globally, but higher quality, because you can expect probably the second page to have like a 60-65% opt-in rate, and your front page 50-60%. So overall, you will get like 30-35% opt-in rate, and you could get the same or a bit more with pure cold traffic on the front end, but the leads quality will be anyway much higher. So all things equal, your leads will be more engaged, because they will already have consumed your content. And normally an opt-in, a lead, a subscriber never consumes your content before opting in. And so that's why, you know, they will be a lot more engaged. And so the other side benefits is, obviously, they will start opening your emails a lot more, because they really decided to join your list after knowing exactly what's in it for them, and knowing exactly the kind of value you can deliver. So you filter out the bad traffic, you qualify and keep the best leads, and you increase their engagement because they know exactly what's in it for them. And so you will get a lot more sales and conversions in the back end. So that's why you should really use that kind of funnel, at least test it with your current traffic sources and see how it works. We could even, I don't know, Paul, we could even share that funnel.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be relatively simple. Yeah.
So we can just share it in the Facebook group after the call. So it will already be all set for you. and all you have to do is, as usual, update the link, type,
So it's these two here. These are the ones that the learn more links on each of the access pages. So there's 3 access pages. So there's the main one that they get redirected to immediately from the landing page, and then these subsequent 2. Okay, so you need to make sure that you update the links on these learn more buttons with your affiliate links, and that's it, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, JP, I was going to say, I suppose one of the good things about this is that what you're doing is you're entertaining first before you're asking anything. So you're already introducing the quality of what you're going to provide them further on down the line. So you're building that trust and rapport before you've even asked for anything from them. And so the moment they then say, I just need to put my email address and I'm going to get more of this good stuff. As JP said, the barriers come down. They pop in their email address and they continue on down through your funnel, being exposed on every page to your money links, if you like. So it works really well, because it's all about entertainment. You're not asking for anything first, and I think that's crucial. I think that's a lot. People are expecting that a lot more now.
Yeah, exactly, and you keep people on your web pages a lot longer. So someone clicks an ad on an ad or in an email, just go to an opt-in page. Sometimes it's just a simple opt-in page. Just enter their email address, and there's like a thank you page with a link, and that's it. There's no content to consume. So the overall interaction with your brand is like 20-30 seconds. Which is nothing, which is why afterwards they won't even remember that they opted in to get your content. So when they receive an email from you, they don't even know who you are, and they won't open it, or they will just unsubscribe. And with that kind of funnel, they will stay a lot longer because they know there's no risk. So they can read your opt-in page. They know they don't have to enter an email, so they will take the time to read your page. Your page could be filled with a lot more content because of that. Then they click, and they know there's no risk because they can see the video right away. They don't need to open an email. They don't need to sign up for something else. They can just watch the course. It's 35 minutes course. There's no pitch in the course. So they know right away that there will be a lot of value in the course, and they will just sit back, relax, and watch your training. So you switch from someone being with you for like 30 seconds max to probably 10, 15, 40 minutes, and before even becoming a subscriber. And when they decide to become a subscriber, then you will get them straight away during like an hour or more with you, and that's a huge benefit, because that's what you want to achieve with your leads and your subscribers. Whenever you send an email, it's just because you want people to get back to you and to click on your link so they can visit your webpage and spend some time. Some of the time on your web page, so they understand what you have to offer. And when you can do that without your subscriber, even being involved a lot, and when they get involved by opting in, they do it knowingly, and they are happy to do it because, as we said, they know exactly the value you can deliver, and they would just want more. So it's like when they are opting in, it's like if your prospect is asking to opt in, is asking to get more value from you. So you're not pushing him. He's the one basically asking, yes, I want more of that, because you provided all the content, and now he says, yeah, I want more of that content. He's not guessing like when you have just a simple opt-in page and he has no idea what kind of content, or if it would be just a pitch or an upsell, or if he will be redirected to somewhere else. It's just, which is why we call it reverse opt-in, because it's you completely flip the psychology of of the lead generation process, and that's why it works so beautifully, and you would want to use it. Of course, you need to be able to provide value in order for that to work. It's not just a simple headline with a button and you send them to a VSL, because then obviously it won't work. You need to really have the proper funnel, and all we have done in the past few weeks, like creating all these funnels, email marketing funnels related to email marketing. Excuse me. You see, it clicks. It works really well all together when used with that kind of funnel.
Mm. Yeah, it's a breath of fresh air, and as JP said, what we're really doing is we're giving them, your visitors, the choice themselves. We're not forcing them into doing and taking any action of any kind. And as JP said, once they've consumed your content, they've watched your video, they've understood what it's all about, they can see the value behind it, they want more themselves. So they then start looking for the opt-in buttons without you having to put them, big front and center, click here type of thing. They look for it, and yeah, it works a treat. It's really good.
Yeah, it's a bit like when you do a launch sequence when you launch your product. You're inviting people to watch your videos, and sometimes it's 2 free videos, and they are released like in timely manner. But it's usually just to introduce people to the product they will have to purchase afterwards. There's usually no value in the pre-launch sequence. In the videos, it's just a sales page, which is our video sales letter, which is split into different videos. Usually, some are doing it better than others, but that's usually just what you want, just to warm people up. And you can do the same, but with a high-end course, and just for an opt-in, and it works. It works really well because of that. Because then there's nothing to buy. In the video, of course, there are links on the page, but it's not obtrusive and it's not pushy, and so they can just take the time and ask for more. And when a subscriber asks to even click or to opt in, you will have a really high quality subscriber, and he might even be ready to purchase because when they will watch like the second, third video, you could have an ebook on email marketing or just a different program, and they will be more likely to check it out because they know that what you provide is of high value. So you will get a lot more engagement, not just in your emails or in your follow-up sequences, but just right away. Yeah. So that's it about the reverse funnel. So let us know in the comments what you think about that, and we'll give you access to the funnel in the group. And now we might discuss branding, storytelling, creating your character.
So shall I do that? I'll do that now. Shall I? Yeah, let me do that now.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so one of the things that I suppose it's really a bit more of a mindset than anything else is that, and it kind of goes on from what we've been talking about with this particular funnel, is people love content, they love entertainment, and there's no real better entertainment than being able to tell a really good story. Most of the biggest films in Hollywood and places like that, the biggest books, have a really good story behind them, and there's no reason why we can't use that kind of storyboard, if you like, or story template, which is what we're talking about here, to write a story yourself. Okay, now I'm going to talk you through this template as we go through this. And it will just sound really familiar to you. It's like when you read a really good book or you watch a really good film. It has the same elements, and it's when you're writing your own story, it has the same elements as well. But there is a little bit of a shift that you need to make. If you think of it from a marketing perspective, in terms of getting subscribers and, of course, sales, most people are not really interested in your story necessarily. What they're interested in is what's in it for them. So what you've got to do is you've got to twist it round a little bit and put your visitors, them, as the central character in your story. All right. So you kind of got to make your story about them. Okay. If that makes sense. That way, then they're going to be entertained, they're going to be engaged, and a bit like the funnel we've just looked at, they're going to want more of it. Okay, so let me make a start with it. So when you think about a good book or a good film, there's always a central character. Okay, so when you're writing your story down, it always starts off with a central character. Who is that? Well, in this instance, the central character is your potential customer or your subscriber. Okay, so you're going to refer to them as you or them, however you want to phrase it in your emails or when you're writing it out. Okay, so it's all about them. They are the central character. Okay, now that central character, if you think of it from the book or a film, has got a problem, has got an issue, or something that needs to be solved. Okay, so from our perspective as marketers, if you've got them on the subscriber list, you already know what their problem is because they've opted into your list. So you've already got that. All right. So that's the second part. The next part then is, and when you think of it again in terms of a film and a book, at that point, they are introduced, the central character is introduced to the hero of the piece. Okay. And that hero is you. All right. So you are the person who is going to be able to solve their problem for them. All right. So that's the third part of it. The hero is you. Okay. And now this is where you can start adding in your part of the story into their story as well. So it becomes very inclusive and very intriguing. Now, if you've gone through the videos for the email marketing, we talked about the intrigue story as one of the copy blocks. So this is kind of a little bit of a longer version of that, really, if you like. So you've got yourself as the hero, okay? And you have experienced the same problems that they have and you understand it. So there's empathy and all of that kind of good stuff that goes with it as well. So what you then do is, once you've introduced yourself and you've made them understand that you have the same problem, is you introduce them to the answer. Okay, you provide the solution to the problem that they're looking for. Now, what you don't want to do necessarily is to give them the entire answer, the whole thing. You probably want to give them half or 2/3 or something like that. The third or the last part of that is the paid product that you're trying to promote in your messages or in your story. Okay, so you have the answer. That's the important thing, and you've got an introduction to that answer, so they know now that you've been where they are. That's the most important thing. From there, then what you do is, once you've introduced the answer, you tell them what they need to do. So you give them a call to action. Okay, so you tell them exactly, and people, they need to be told what to do. Okay, you don't want to just sort of say, be wishy-washy about it. Be sort of in your face, click here, go there. This is where the answer is. So you've got to tell them exactly what to do. So you give them a call to action. Now, in that call to action, what you're going to do is to illustrate that when they click on that button or that link, it's going to relieve their pain. Okay, it's going to make their problem go away. Okay, so you're going to prove to them that you have the answer. And that's then going to make them think, yes, I really need to have that. And then the final part, okay, so after the call to action, you've got the kind of relief of their pain. It makes them take that sort of sigh of relief and go, yeah, okay, great. So Paul understands, he's been there, he's found out and figured out something that's going to help me. And this is what I now need to do to get the same relief to my problem. Okay, so there's your call to action. And then you've got the next bit, which is the kind of pain relief and the future pacing, because now the final part of the story is you get them to imagine and to think about what their life is going to be like and how it's going to be improved when they click on your link and go and buy the product that you're promoting. Okay, and that is a really good story, and it's a story about them as the central character, but it's a story about you and how you have the same problem that they've had and how you've solved it, and then you can recommend to them the same thing. And that is the art of storytelling. That's what you want to do. Follow that structure all the way through. Write it out longhand And then when you get better at it, because once you've written it out once, you can do shortened versions of it and use the copy blocks that we've talked about in the over the last few weeks in the email funnels that you've given, to pull little parts of that out and create really good, imaginative and entertaining emails that are going to get those clicks through to whatever product that you're promoting. That is the art of storytelling, and it works really well. Every big company that makes a ton of money, or if you look at all the Fortune 500 companies out there, I can almost guarantee you that they use the same thing. They have the same storyline, the same story flow that puts their potential customer as the central character, and they play the hero, providing the answer to their central character's problem. And that's all you need to do. That's storytelling.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Really great. So
yeah. I'll expand on that, I think, over the coming weeks. I think, but that kind of gives you a bit of a feel, an idea, it's kind of a mindset and a structure, I think. And you just follow it, a bit like the structure that you've got, the formula that you've got for writing really great emails. It's the same thing. It's just about the same.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this structure can be used at different levels, even just within an ad. If you're writing a Facebook ad or a Google ad, you could just follow all these steps in just a few words.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's the same with a YouTube ad script. You could just follow all these steps with some extra tactics to get some clicks, because it's a video medium. But yeah, that kind of storytelling, it works because it's just taps into people's emotions, and it answers basically all the questions they might have on the program. And you know, when someone looks for a solution, you can't just go straight away and say, okay, this is a solution. You need to introduce why this is the right solution for them at that exact moment. So
yeah,
and that's what that's why you need to tell stories. That's why people write stories and novels. They just don't reveal the end of the story. They just tells all the build up. They create the characters and they try to tap into your emotions, so you can resonate with different characters and identify with some characters. Maybe hate some characters, love some characters. Identify with the whole story and become part of the story. A great book or a great movie is when you are just sucked in and you just become part of the story. And then you just read the book straight. You just can't stop watching a series on TV. That's because they managed to get you into the story, just like one character of the story. And that's what you want to do when you write an email, just an email or a full email sequence. You want your subscribers to become part of the story you're telling. And if you follow that structure, then you'll have no problem. I mean, you can just do it. And because when you don't know what to do, then of course you will get it wrong. But when you just follow that template and that framework, you can't go wrong, because you will, each step of the process, you will be able to answer all the questions you need to answer and provide all the content your prospect wants to learn. So yeah, that's why it's so powerful. And it's nothing new. As we said, if you read books and watch TV, that's just what's being mastered by the best directors and the best writers, how to tell a story. So first you need to create it, but then you need to tell the story.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, JP. What I was going to say is that with a really good story like that, you can string it out. I say string it out, but you can elongate it over an entire series, a soap opera series, which of course is where soap operas have come from. That's exactly what they do in terms of their art of storytelling. They leave you with a cliffhanger, okay, at the end of every episode, or at the end of every email in our case. What they call a duff moment in the UK. So if you've watched EastEnders, you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's that cliffhanger. It's that thing that gets people thinking, oh my God, what is next? So there's one of my favorite programs on the TV right now in the UK. It's called Gogglebox. And again, if you're in the UK, you probably watched it. But again, it's a kind of reality show of normal everyday people being filmed watching television, watching different shows across the week. And one of them is one of the big police shows in this country right now. And at the end of every single week, there's a massive cliffhanger. And you can see them physically going back in their chair and saying, oh my God, I got to wait another week now before I get that next bit. That's exactly what we're talking about here with a soap opera series. It's that doof moment, that bit where you get them hanging on, desperately waiting for that next bit to come through. And that's what we're aiming for. Stories are great for that. Works really well.
Yeah. So, yeah, now you have the framework. So just put it to work for you. Use it straight away when you create landing pages or when you create emails and sequences. Okay, so we've covered a lot today. I don't know if we have any questions or any comment or feedback.
Well, we had that Dan Craig earlier in the week asked a question about open rates and click-through rates in his emails. I know you answered it already, but I suppose really one of the comments at the end of his question was, should I be working on my emails? The answer is yes, we all do. Well, we all should be working to improve our emails, whether or not that's the subject line to perhaps increase your open rates, the content and your call to action to increase your click-through rates and things like that. You always want to be working to improve those. So, you know, it is testing all of those things. And, you know, what you've got with, I know I'll keep banging on about it, but that email course is a world-class email course. You know, what you've got is everything that you need to write really good emails in that course. So use it, you know, understand copy blocks and how they work, that creates that type of content that inspires and entertains people, and then learn how to write really good calls to action that gets them to click on those links through to your sales pages. And that is what's going to improve your click-through rates and, of course, your open rates as well. So, yeah, always be working on them. I think in terms of averages, JP, correct me if I'm wrong, but the average open rate in this country, or in this industry, I should say, is somewhere between 5 to 10% for your emails on your list. And then the average click-through rate is probably up to, I don't know, 1.5%, maybe 2% as kind of industry averages. Am I right with that? I think that's
yeah, I would say even 5%.
Yeah. So what we're doing is, I think exactly what we've just kind of gone through with you guys today is our open rates are 15, 20, 30, and 40% because we tell a good story, because we write really good email, because we follow that structure. And the call to actions are relevant and they're inspiring and they get people to want to learn more, which takes them through to the sales pages. And of course, you know, it's a numbers game. The more people that go through, the more people are going to buy. And it's as simple as that. So yeah, always be working on those emails and calls to actions, always.
Yeah, because when you build a list and you pay to build your list, to get new people on your list, then just changing a subject line or a call to action, you can get twice as much traffic. So, and just for a few words. So that would be ridiculous not to do it and not to work on optimizing your email, your copy, your call to actions, because that's how you will get traffic from your leads. And it could be twice as much, 3 times as much traffic. So that's a way to get a lot. I mean, obviously, when you get 3 times more traffic, you will get 3 times more actions on whatever action it is. If you want them to buy a program or check an affiliate offer, you will get 3 times more traffic to it. So you will make you will triple your sales. It's that simple. So when you invest in building your list, the only way to get to increase your return on investment and the lifetime value of your leads is to work on your emails. As we told you from the beginning, when you're in this game, in this industry, you just become an email marketer. That's what you are. Of course, you have to build your list and understand things to build the list, but your job is to be an email marketer.
Yeah, absolutely. Can I just show these guys just that one piece of content that I don't know, I've talked about before?
Yeah, sure.
Mental floss. Guys, I want to share my screen with you again. Thanks, JP. That's good. It's done it already. So when you're coming up with ideas for content, you've got some really good sources already from the email marketing course that you've now got access to, but there are a number of other things as well. This is one of the things that I like to use. It's called, it's mentalfloss.com. Okay. And there's a ton of stuff up here. You can just click through quizzes, travel, and there's lots of really good stuff on here that you can think about infusing and writing about. So this part is when you first click on Mental Floss, it's a different front page. And I've just clicked on this tab here that's brought me to this page. But look at that, amazing factor. Frank Sinatra was offered the leading role in Die Hard. I mean, think about that, just for a moment. How many people knew that? Well, I certainly didn't, but you could write stuff about that. And you could weave in, a product review or something like that. I don't know, anything. And look, scrolling down here. I mean, look at that. I mean, how ridiculous is that? So you could write something about when you've got more money than sense, wear shoes like this. Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of fun and it's entertaining and it's really easy to. It takes the pressure off you of having to sell stuff. So for me, what I always think about is try and entertain first. If you can entertain somebody, they're going to click, they're going to want to learn more. And then, so you've got entertainment, you've got education, you've got engagement, the 3 E's, if you like, that make marketing fun and really interesting. And that's certainly the sort of thing that we use all the time. So this is a great site. It's called mentalfloss.com. And all you need to do is just click on this one right here. Okay, skip the ad, but yeah. Sharks have existed longer than trees. Click on another one. Jim Henson made his first comment using his mother's old coat. Well, there you go. Wow. I mean, stuff like that. There was one that I'm actually writing an email now as we speak about a particular word in English that I've got from here that is 29 characters long. And I can't even pronounce it. Okay, it's one of those long words. But I'll be writing an email about that. But I found another one, which is one of the longest words in the English language. I know it is 45 characters long, right? And ironically, it means it's a phobia for long words. I mean, stuff like that is going to make people chuckle. It's going to make them want to read about it, which means they're going to open your emails, read your content, click on your links, and go and buy your stuff. And that, entertain first, do it that way. This is a great site. It's called mentalfloss.com. Just click on it here. So there you go. What can I say? It's really good. Go and have a play. And the other ones, lots of other content here from Smart Money, food, entertainment, quizzes, and all that sort of stuff. There's a ton of really good stuff that you can use on this site, and you can weave it and create stories out of it. It's absolutely fantastic for that. Thanks, JP. I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah, that's a really great resource. So
yeah,
it could be really useful to find some content ideas or just to entertain your leads. Yeah. Okay.
You go out of your way and count 60 beans per cup. I mean, come on. What?
Beans. Yeah.
Unbelievable stuff. It's good.
Okay, so I think we've covered what we wanted to cover today. We don't have any question. So I think we'll just close the call for today. And so thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you next week live on Tuesday with your questions and some more knowledge bombs we will share with you. Yeah, let us know what you think of that funnel as well. Yes, we'd be really interested in that. Yeah, and of course, show us your emails. Tell us what you're doing. Let us know. We want to help. Exactly. So have a good week. Bye. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.